Welcome to Jokes of the Week with Ollie and Jeffrey. Have you heard of the new restaurant Karma? There's no menu. You just get what you deserve. Yesterday I saw a man who spilled all of his Scrabble letters onto the street. And the woman next to me, she said, "What's the word on the street?" How many times can you subtract 10 from 100? Only once. Any other time, it'd be like 10 minus 90. Have you ever heard of the actor who fell through the floorboards? He was just going through the stage. Did you ever hear about the astronaut who was claustrophobic? He just needed a little bit of space. Thank you for watching and hope to see you next week.
Hey guys, it's Miriam with the Music Channel, and today I'm going to be talking about pop music just like I promised. So what is pop music? Pop music is basically a mixture of genres on the most popular music, and it's the genre that produces the most top hits. Most songs that hit the charts always share certain features or characteristics that are considered part of the pop music formula, which is basically having a good rhythm, a catchy melody, easy to remember, and easy to sing along to. So basically, pop music isn't really a genre. It's more like the most popular music, just like the name says. It's basically music for the masses. So we can't talk about pop music without talking about the king of pop, which is Michael Jackson. He has so many different songs from so many different genres, but he's still considered the king of pop. Some of the genres he performed are soul, funk, disco, rock, R&B, etc. Unfortunately, he passed away in 2009, but still almost every pop artist is either inspired by him or inspired by somebody who's inspired by him. Some of the pop artists that we were recommended by you guys are The Weeknd, Beyonce, Little Mix, the boy band, Why Don't We? My friend is so obsessed with them. Lady Gaga, Billie Eilish, Rihanna, and Khalid. Some songs that were requested were Teeth by 5 Seconds of Summer, Beat It by Michael Jackson, Sue Me by Sabrina Carpenter, and Heart of Glass by Miley Cyrus. The three most popular pop songs of this year are Blinded by the Lights by The Weeknd, Dance Monkey by Tones and I, and Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa. So make sure you go check out those artists and songs, and I hope to see you next week. But don't forget, when you request the song, try to make sure it's part of the genre that were the theme of this week. I got a lot of rappers and R&B artists, but hopefully I'll use your requests for those genres. Thank you. Bye.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Book Recommendations with Paula. This week we have 3 book recommendations. They are the Amulet series, the Middle School series, and One of Us is Lying. Our first book recommendation is the Amulet series. The age range for this book is anyone from grades 4 and up. The first book in this series is called The Stonekeeper. This graphic novel is about 2 siblings, Emily and Nevin. After the death of their father, the 2 siblings and their mother moved to their dead great-grandfather's house, but it turns out that the strange house is very dangerous. Soon, a sinister creature lures the siblings' mom through a door in the basement. Emily and Navin follow her into an underground world that is inhabited by demons, robots, and talking animals. They get help from a small mechanical rabbit, and together they must face the most terrifying monster of all. Our next book recommendation is the middle school series by James Patterson. The age range for this book would be students from grades 4 and up. The first book in this series is called Middle School, The Worst Years of My Life, and it is about a boy called Rafe. Rafe has enough problems at home, but now he's starting middle school. He's very bored at his middle school at first, until he and his friend invent Operation RAFE, which stands for Rules Aren't for Everyone, in which Rafe tries to break every rule in his school's code of conduct, and his friend gives him points for each rule he breaks. But when Rafe's game starts to catch up with him, he'll have to decide if winning is all that matters, or if he's ready to face the rules, bullies, and truths that he's been avoiding. Book recommendation for this week is a young adult novel called One of Us is Lying. On Monday, 5 students walk into detention: Bronwyn, Addie, Nate, Cooper, and Simon. But Simon never makes it out of the classroom, because before detention ends, Simon is dead. And, according to the investigators, it wasn't an accident. He died on Monday, but on Tuesday he was planning to post juicy reveals on his Gossip app about the other 4 people in detention, which makes all 4 of them suspects in this murder, or they are the perfect victims for a killer still on the loose. Everyone has secrets, right? What really matters is how far you would go to protect them. Our very youngest readers, there's a YouTube channel called Storyline Online, in which famous people read children's picture books. In the videos, you can see both the person reading, and you can also see the book pages. Sometimes, the pages are also animated. If you have any book recommendations of your own, you can send them to us through our email, or you can message us on Instagram. Thank you for watching. Have a nice weekend.
Welcome to Comic Trivia, your gateway to the world of comics. I'm your host Amira, and today we'll be discussing family-friendly superhero movies. All of the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is rated PG-13, and I wanted to share some more family-friendly movies so the whole family can enjoy it. And first we have Thor: Tales of Asgard, and this movie is about young Thor and Loki and their adventures in Asgard as when they're younger. And next movie I've watched many times is the next Avengers series of tomorrow, which is centers around the Avengers children and how they have to face Ultron, who has taken over most of the world and has defeated their parents. Next movies I wanted to talk about is the Marvel Lego movies, which are most of them are available on Netflix, and they featuring people. Mostly the Avengers, and there's also a solo Black Panther one. Next, we're going to discuss DC movies. People say that the DC live-action movies are pretty lackluster, and but the DC Comics actually has tons of more animated stuff than Marvel, and their most critically acclaimed movie is Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox, which also the new Flash movie that will be coming out in a year or two's time. Will also be based on the same comic book, Flashpoint. And now to more family-friendly movies from DC. Batman vs. Two-Face is a tribute to the more Adam West style of Batman, which was more campy and goofy. And then the Batman Unlimited movie series is there are 3 movies. They're action-packed and feature many superhero team-ups and many different Batman villains. And then DC and Lego have done tons of DC superhero movies, featuring people like The Flash, Aquaman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Batgirl, and Batman. My personal favorite, and the one that I've watched the most times, is Lego Batman the movie, DC Superheroes Unite, not to be confused with the Lego Batman movie. And Lego Batman the movie is related to the Lego Batman, the video game. And the Lego Batman movie, which is a fun and wholesome tribute, an amazing tribute to a beloved superhero, is part of the Lego movie universe. That was Comic Book Trivia with Amira, and hope you have a great weekend.
Good morning, everyone. I'm your host, Karima, and welcome to Fun Facts. Today in Fun Facts, we're going to learn about world records. The first fact is that the most push-ups done in an hour were done by Jared Young. He did 2,919 push-ups. The man with the longest fingernails to ever be cut has been growing them since he was 14, and now he's 82. His nails have been growing for 66 years. They are now 909.6 centimeters long. That's as long as a London bus. The largest jigsaw puzzle made out of tents was made from 900 tents that they put along the beach to create this jacket. The largest s'mores were created in the United States. It was 155 pounds. That sounds like a really big snack. The most toothpicks to ever be put in a beard was 3,500. It took Joel Strasser 3 hours and 13 minutes to fit them all in his beard. Thank you for joining me to look at this week's fun facts. I hope you all learned something, and I hope to see you next week. You never know, you might be the next person in the world records.